student may remember, during the Crimean War, one of the famous the German poet mentioned about whether British soldiers are led by donkey or donkey led by lion. So because of the some challenges for globalization, but at the same time, you may know in the 21st century are not the same as 20th century. There is a plus risk challenges, but at the same time opportunities. So through these sessions, who are you going to deliver you, whether you will be a donkey or lion. Please,
good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I think all of you are leaders. So I'll start with that you all are leaders. And thank you, Aaron, for inviting me to share my experience of my corporate world.
Thank you.
Right from India to Southeast Asia, UK, and North America. So the premise that we all are going to be a leader. We'll just say that nowadays, last 6-7 years, 8 years, leadership has been not in a very good shape. Particularly the nuances of leadership, like honesty, transparency, being a good corporate citizen. I think every time we keep hearing and watching the news that the leaders who are supposed to be good for the corporation, good for the community, probably they are not living up to their mark. This is what I feel. I don't know what is your observation, but this is the now what I will try to do that leadership is a very hard process. So many books have been written, like the books have been written. So I have tried to capture some of the issues. If tackled very nicely, clearly, temporarily. So I will just take you to the next slide. See what you see. This slide is very, very important for me. I don't know if it gives you some signal to go on. See, for any leader, my journey of my job along with the different laboratories of operations, I have seen barring few exceptions that a leader who always comes with some sort of a preconceived notion, some idea that this has to be done this way only. They feel that maybe because of their training, because of their parenthood, cognitive factors, whatever, but they normally come with the idea that if I have become vice chancellor of the state, I must do my way, which I have learned last 30 years, 35 years. Probably he or she is right, but he or she may be wrong also. See, I really like this ad of HSBC, that a perception. I can't say that the gentleman is a leader or a follower or a leader or a follower. He can be or she, anything. Similarly, if a leader, this is a pause, is a line there. So somebody may say that, oh, how a gentleman really has lost his or her purse. Somebody may say that it is my obligation as a leader that take the purse, see what is there in the inside the purse, try to find out that the gentleman already has lost the purse. How one is that somebody is. So what I'm trying to communicate to all of you, that you have to keep your mind open all the time, irrespective of your education, your parenthood, your training. Keep learning, keep unlearning. This is what I am trying to communicate to all of you through this slide. Cultural context is very, very important in terms of becoming a leader. It's extremely important. For example, if you talk about some of the Middle East countries or Asian countries, respect is very, very important. You have to go, if somebody comes near you, you are supposed to get you must respect that culture while doing business in that country. For example, in China also, in India also, in Middle East also. Is it something like a controlling, I will say, the boss says that you have to do that, so probably you have to do that. It is slightly on the cusp of being controlling rather than collaborative. So this is a culture. Suppose I am giving an example that I cannot make a day for this. I would have sent a mail to Alan saying that, but I saying that I could not make it because of this. But probably if you write this sentence in some of the countries, the shame means is honor. And people probably on the other side probably would understand in a very different manner how time is viewed. Again, please don't mistake me. Every country, every culture has its own respectability. But if you are coming for a meeting in, say, North America or UK or different countries, probably if meeting is at 10 o'clock, then you are supposed to be here by, say, 9:55, 9:56. And you finish the meeting and you go away. But again, in some of the countries, if you have a 2-hour meeting, you might end up in discussing personal things for 1.5 hours, or maybe 1 hour, 40 minutes. And only 20 minutes probably will be given to your professional discussion of your business. Nothing wrong, I'm not saying anything right or wrong, but if you are going to those countries, and if you are coming from those countries to this country, you have to adjust, adapt, achieve. And that is the beauty of the leader. You can't say that will change the whole country. No, can't. You should not. Assimilate it. Affiliate yourself with that kind of cultural contour. Again, I will give some examples. It is not only theoretical. I have already shared with you that being judgmental doesn't do anything. You look like a basketball player. You may be, you may not be. You used to be. But don't be judgmental. I can't say that, hey, how are you playing basketball or not? Displaced version within the team. See, there are many things which I don't want to. Recently, what happened about a week or 10 days ago, that the ladies are not allowed to become bishops. Why? Some misplaced thoughts. That ladies can't become bishops. Again, with all respect to the church, Anglican church. I have nothing against that. The drivers, normally, there is a more premium on some kind of drivers with the understanding that they probably meet more accidents. Which may be true, which may not be true. So, and don't follow the work ethics of your own country if you're coming to the new country. Somebody may like to work 9 to 7, 9 to 5, 9 to 4. Somebody may like to work from their home. So again, the work ethics, somebody may like to go for a 1 hour complete break. In some country, it is not seen very good. If you are going for 1 hour, probably the bosses will say, oh, you are taking 1 hour. Why can't you finish your lunch in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, which is perfectly all right. So again, the work ethics and values are different. Does wearing a tie affect a person's work ability? I don't know. If it were so, Google, Microsoft, a lot of people who are working, they would have all put on 3-4 ties. But as a banker, if I'm supposed to come in that dress, probably the culture is that it is not accepted in this society. So, I'll just give an example of Land Rover. It's a very, very live example. When Ratan Tata came to this country about 2-4 months ago, and he visited Land Rover, Jaguar Land Rover, it was Friday. Normally, as per the culture, you know about that. As per the culture of this country, Friday evening people try to go a little early because they are working hard. They come early in the morning and they go on Friday a little early to take care of their house chores. What happened that Ratan Tata, when he went for this meeting at 5 o'clock in the office of Land Rover in London, outside London somewhere, I think. Very few people were present. Ratan Tata felt very bad, and he came out, he spoke to the press, media, on BBC. The whole article came in the newspaper that how people in this country are working. Even they could not have waited for, say, 1 hour on Friday when somebody who is the chairman of the company is coming to visit them. Maybe he's right. I'm not saying he's right or he's wrong. But even his deputies here should have organized this thing in a better manner to ensure that people required to be present should be present. And Ratan Tata should also have felt that Friday being last working day of that week, people will tend to move little early. So what happened here? The Ratan Tata also did, again, with all respect to Tatas, Ratan Tata probably also felt that he took this for granted, this cultural aspect, this. And similarly, I will also feel that the people who were supposed to meeting the chairman, they should also have accepted some sort of a culture of the company from where the company is being moved. So there was a dissonance between two cultures. And as a result of it, a lot of few and tried happened. So what I'm trying to say that everybody, irrespective of his or her position, his or her gender, should be very, very considered, sensitive to the culture of the country, of the people where the company is based. Again, that's why I'm saying that balanced, consistent corporate practice. What is corporate practice? Corporate practice is being honest. The company which has been formed for is being done with all honesty, transparency. Where people are happy, internal customers are happy, posters are being dealt with very, very well. Like Toyota, in one of the Primus cars, there was a problem, they withdrew all the cars. So this is very, very important. Now, if you are a leader, I will give examples. If you are a leader, become us or we. I don't stand anywhere. I stand only for myself, probably sometimes when I'm in solitude. Make rigid alignment deviate of the approaches. This is a lot of times I have seen in my journey that the oblique approaches or even direct approaches are not taken into consideration by the leader, which is not good. I will give an example for this. For example, I will go to the next slide. Sorry. Next slide. These are the pictures. I will go again back to the other slide. See, these are I don't know whether some of you know. Can anybody tell me who are these three?
Satyam Ramalingam.
That is from India, that's what I'm telling it. And who else? These two? Anyway, so, the gentleman, you must have heard the name of the bank Lehman Brothers. If somebody had asked me to what is your best choice of what to live in life, I would have definitely gone to join Lehman Brothers. The gentleman's name is Dick Ford. And when, I'm not going into the 2007-2006 episode, but when the Lehman Brothers was about to collapse, the gentleman asked that who are the people deputies I would like to suck their blood, I would like to drink their blood. And nobody was allowed to speak to Dick Ford. He was a tailor. Again, whatever I have read, I'm qualifying it. Whatever I have read in the media. So, ultimately what happened? Because of the one-way communication, the Lehman Brothers, which was there in existence for last 15 or 16 years, went into oblivion. Isn't it? Lehman Brothers. So it's very, very important. The work culture is Prince Chuck, the ex-Citibank before Vikram Pandit regime. For him, the number of hours working was more important. If people are coming at 7 o'clock and going at 12 o'clock, probably he was very happy to see those people, which is again not desired. What is your output? Maybe it is the summation and function of the number of hours you are going to put in. But, and then you know that how Citibank was also on the verge of collapsing. Then the capital was infused into Citibank. This I will talk about the honesty and outcome. So, again, leadership is very common. You will find everywhere that if you are a leader or if you are managing a company, you have to be very honest and transparent. So, it is not only you, but your whole family is supposed to be following the same line. The difference between manager and leader, though the manager and leader, the manager should also have leadership qualities. But manager does a thing, he manages very small. But leadership is giving the vision. What happened to Infosys in India? I come from India, or the Alibaba in China. Our Seoul, the car company. Which one is the? Which one was the company which again went into the company web?
In China.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that the leaders are always visionary. They see 150 years ahead of, unlike managers. Again, PDI. Everybody knows PDI. Power index. So power index, it is low or high is good. If you are a leader and the power PDI is low or high is good. Please tell me. Low. So the PDI should be, you always see what happens that when you get the power, when you become a leader, the arrogance comes and then you feel that you are the only person on the chair. So PDI should be low. The pathfinder of getting a path, awarding or punishing. I have seen in some of the corporations that some senior officials who are in the leadership position, they always come and say that I am here to give you a charge sheet. It's very demoralizing. You are not here to give a charge sheet. You are here to give impetus to this company for the production, good service, social service, and also to help your internal customers to develop and grow in their career. It might happen that yes, you may, but if you are only here for giving a charge sheet, God save that company and God save that leader. Internal customers, what do you mean by internal customers? For example, university, your lecturers, your professors, your students. If your internal customer is very happy, then they will take care of the external customers. In my present organization, my chairman always used to say that for me, internal customer comes first, and then comes the external customers. And how right he was. If your internal customers are happy, trained, adequately compensated, then definitely they will take care of the needs of the external customers. Isn't it? And ultimately, what is corporate? Corporate means becoming a good corporate citizen. And the last thing which I have written here, that in any leadership position, unfortunately, leaders try to make a small group. And that small group becomes very heavy of that leader. And then the downturn of that company starts. Because the power comes, money comes, and then more power, more money. And 3, 4 people, 5 people, spotted, whatever you say, happens. Now, I will talk about the gentleman Ramalingam Raju Satyam. Satyam was one of the 4 leading IT companies in India. Infosys, Wipro, Satyam, and TCS. Gentleman, everybody, 50,000 employees all over the world. what he did, that to become, in the pursuit of becoming number one, he, along with the PricewaterhouseCoopers also, what I have read, tried to fudge the accounting entries of the company. There was no money, but somehow they tried to do, and ultimately he was caught. Now he's in jail. And putting everything at stake for 50,000 employees, reputation of the country, reputation of his own family. So why he has done it? Because with the greed to become more powerful. I don't know. These are the things. So if anyone is inching towards leadership position, this is the most important bedrock of becoming a leader or being a leader. I don't know if you know about this gentleman. It's an old story. 2000, in that day, Imran, ultimately what happened? He also tried to do the same thing. He did the same thing. And that of the heart. What he did that he sold his shares when he felt that the company is going down the drain. He sold the shares when fully well and pocketed the $3 million. You must be knowing about the gentleman. Very respected. How many of you have heard the name of NASDAQ? So what happens in NASDAQ?
United States Exchange.
Yeah. So any company from anywhere of the world, if they are listed at NASDAQ, they are well respected. Why they are well respected? Why they are well respected? Because of their accounting entries, because of the GAAP analysis. Everything of that company has to be transparent. Isn't it? And this gentleman was the non-executive chair of NASDAQ. What a shame of this gentleman. That being a non-executive chairman of NASDAQ, he committed and he defrauded the people to the extent of, my figure was 170 billion, it might be 200 billion also. As a result of which, what happened? That his wife and only son committed suicide. And he is serving some 150 years in India. Are we reaching towards that? Why will we do this? Why as a leader will try to do this? No. Isn't it? This is really disgraceful. What the gentleman has seen, he has lost everything in life. Again, I will give you what went right. I will give you examples from India, and I'm sure you must be knowing this gentleman. Everybody knows. Created history, most valued company. The time he came to the life, he was not supposed to be accepted by even the parents who came to adopt them. And he started a company, Apple, dethroned, started a company next. Again, he was second in the Apple. And then he did everything, whatever he wanted. People may like him, may not like him, but I like him, I adore him. Because of his vision. Because of his that everybody is now connected. You can do everything on the iPhone. It is affordable for a common man, or at least a middle class person. Yeah, of course. So, but this gentleman, I would just like to recite a story of the gentleman. Anybody knows what the gentleman is? So he is Dr. Abdul Kalam, APJ. And the gentleman is Satish Dhawan. Abdul Kalam became president of India. And Satish Dhawan was the chairman of Indian Space Research Organization. I don't remember the year, but in 1986 or 87, a task was given to Abdul Kalam by Government of India through ISRO to launch a satellite. The time was given 6 months. Abdul Kalam goes to the chairman, Satish Dhawan, that 2 days earlier, that everything is fine because of the confidence, the people working for Abdul Kalam, that now everything is ready, will launch the satellite. The whole world was watching on India. Prime Minister was also there on the stand to face the press, and a lot of press people were there at the ISRO headquarters in Sriharikota, Hyderabad. Just within 50 seconds of the launch of the satellite is ready to be seen. happens? You can think of the situation the country faced, Kalam faced, and the ISRO chairman faced. What happens after that? Dr. Abdul Kalam was to face the press people. Satish Dhawan came and told him that you are not going to face the press. Let me face the press. Somehow it was organized, and a time was given to him for about 6 months. And when the launch of satellite was successful in the next 6 months, then Dhawan comes and tells Kalam that now you go and face the press. This is the kind of leadership that we have. It is not that you have done the work and I as a leader will expense the work, go to the press, come on the TV and say that yes, I have done it. So this is the kind of leadership that probably is missing in today's world, frankly speaking. Of course, everybody knows this is very, there is a lot of pros and cons, but I still consider him as a leader because he thought of something, and a lot of people in the world are connected to it together. So, what makes a leader? Long-term perspective and societal concern is very, very important. If you are not working for society or all community, what, why, not, and how, there are things. Very important to focus on people. People are the nucleus. If your internal customers and the external customers are happy, there is no need. There will be flat leadership. Inspires person preference, right perspective. There is a way to. Yes, this is last one is very, very important. Can anyone say that in any company or in anyone's life, you will not come across a situation that is very, very vulnerable? Yes, we all come across in our personal as well as professional life situations which are really vulnerable. We feel that after this we will not face it. But the ability to retrieve the situation is very, very important. That is the task of leadership. Don't worry. Now it has happened. How to retrieve that? And then next time, how it should not happen. I remember what one should do. I'm giving an example. The World Cup was happening in India, and it was between India and Pakistan. The two nations, whenever they come together, there is a road. And almost India was losing to Pakistan. 100,000 people in Bombay, Mumbai Stadium. The gentleman left hand side, he's still captain, he was captain and still his name is Dhoni. So he decided that we'll come 2 notches earlier back. And the way he did the bat, and he was not a good batsman. I mean, he's a normal batsman. But the way he took, he tried to do the things from the front foot. What do you call in leadership? You don't worry, I will go. And then he came and he did everything, and the India won. And I'm trying to again compare slightly arrogant gentleman who has scored 100 centuries in cricket, Tendulkar, humility. So in leadership, if you can combine both arrogance and humility together, then nothing like that. It's something like Jesus or Krishna. So again, the example is you take the charge, but become an even humble. Don't lose sight of the basics. We don't like sometimes the person, isn't it? But many times I have found a person having formed opinion, a leader having formed opinion, will continue to have the same opinion, unfortunately. He or she might undergo a change. At that time, the opinion which was formed by you probably was not the correct time for him, or you are not in that state of mind. So, you must try to revisit everything. Basic facts. What happened to Rajat Gupta? You know that? Anybody? Rajat Gupta, very high, very able guy. Investment banker, Goldman Sachs board of director, McKinsey global chairman. With one mistake, he came out of the Goldman Sachs board meeting, called somebody who is in jail, and just informed something about the state of the Goldman Sachs, which helped the gentleman the other side buy or sell shares, and he was caught. Still, I feel that Rajat Gupta is innocent, but then he was caught in the eyes of the law, the public, and such a high-profile person in USA, in India, all over. He has been doing a lot of charity work all over the world, particularly in Africa. But despite this, one mistake in a weak moment has put him in a, or is going to put him in jail for at least 1 or 2 years. What a shame, isn't it? So honesty, both for the stakeholders and the shareholders, is a paramount. This is the bedrock. This is the nucleus around which leadership must revolve around. Again, I have given some examples that as a leader you should not play checkers, so they will not play chess, you should play bridge, because everyone is different. And you should try to know that over a course of time that who is suitable for what. You can't tell everybody that you can't teach, and so again it is a question of that you try to find out. You should not play definitely checkers or not. This is, everybody knows Pareto's principle. What is Pareto principle?
That means no one can change it. Situation to one person, we go step another person down. If you change it, life is one person, the another person has to come down.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying that.
Yes, the correct principle. For
Yeah.
example, we got 2 companies.
Yes.
If you want to produce higher, the other one, they should be produced less.
No, whatever I know about Pareto principle, that probably leaders believe that whatever is the output happening, it is only 20% of people are doing that. So you are right, that 20% people are going to be rewarded, going to be taken care of, leaving beside or behind 80% of the workforce. This is what probably what I'm trying to say, which I'm also trying to see in this kind of business, that 80% input comes from the 20% of the workforce or leadership position, which I feel is I want to challenge this as a leader. If you are only taking 80% of output from 20% of people, then probably you are a failed leader. There is something wrong with the leadership. Either you have not innovated, you have not given training, or you have not taken the people along. Something is wrong somewhere with the company's policy. I feel that recalibrated 60% of people should leave 40% or 40% should leave at least 60%. If you are working on this, as you rightly said, that you only work with a handful of people, then what you are doing, you are damaging your company very much. And most of the places it happens. I don't know. Unfortunately, this is the situation. So, in conclusion, emotional intelligence is very important. Nobody will teach you. This is all by your experience, how I should behave, how I should know about you. Ability to manage growth in societal perspective is very, is the most important factor. Cultural sensitivity is very, very important. People focus and honesty of purpose. Don't be foolhardy. You are going to be a trader, or you are going to be an investment banker, you are going to be in politics, you are going to be in a press. I'm sure that people who have been working in this country must have read about the press, how the things are happening in the press. There was complete lack of transparency around the street in the newspapers from this country. So don't be foolhardy like Adobolo. Anybody knows about Adobolo? Anyone? It's very recent one. You know that. What happened?
took
I
a
mean,
big risk.
pardon?
He took a big risk.
Pardon?
He took a big risk.
He took a big risk. Why he took a big risk? Was he clever? Was he fool? Or was he very intelligent but fool intelligent?
Because all he told you was worth it.
Was he at fault? Was he at fault? Was he the only person at fault, or other people were also?
No, there was people with him. He wasn't the only person. So that he was the person who took responsibility.
Pardon?
There was people around him. He wasn't the only person. Probably was a group of persons.
So what I'm reading, did he deserve it? Not in my view. And yesterday, 34 million pound has been fined to that bank. This is a complete lack of guidance, lack of leadership, isn't it? And the poor gentleman, I have all sympathy for him. He might have taken this risk, which ended 2.3 billion pound loss for the bank. You know. But then he says that he did it for bank. It means he was given a free hand, or no guidance, or no control. So where was the leadership? That's why I was trying to 10 years is 32. In 10 years you will be 42. The best period of life is 32 to 42. Long. Can anyone afford to do the leader as a leader? No. That's why my all sympathies to him. I feel that he's like my brother, but he did a mistake. So, this slide, the most important thing which I would like to share with all of you, the most important thing is the DPS. It's regulation, culture, skills, social responsibility, ethics. What is happening, unfortunately, in any one of the MBA programs also, which with all respect to everybody at this university, are we talking also about the ethics skills? Not probably we are, but we are more talking about the mega environment, global competition, technology, political, economic. So there is a need for all of us to create a balance between the outer two circles and the inner circle. Ethics, skills, culture, social skills is very, very important. You know. You know this gentleman, Albert Schweitzer. You know him? Schweitzer. That's right. You know him? What is it? The German. He was a German. Migrated to France, and then he was a historian. He was a and he did everything. He spent his life in the service of humanity. And he was born in 1857 afterwards. And still we are talking about him today. Life is very fragile. You are not going to take all the wealth and the power with you when you are going to depart from this place. It may be on the emotional pitch, but what I am saying that you have to really balance between the honesty and the purpose of the corporation with your personal goal. And for that, the culture, skills, ethics, honesty are very, very important pillars, 4 pillars. That is what I thought I would share with you. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please do ask me. And
this is a really, really big topic, and 21st century needed clear leaders, who has passion and vision for our world. And we try to summarize and compare, who is a good leader, such as Steve Jobs, the late Steve Jobs, as who is a poor leader, like the Becker. And he tried to analyze some kind of a cultural aspect It's about. Thank you. Do you have any questions?
Yeah. The integration, the competence leadership, the female is still long process to go.
What is that?
The integration
Of?
of female in leadership is still long process to
Okay,
go.
we're talking about the boardroom, the ladies going to the boardroom.
Yeah. For example, I was taking, for example, in high qualification, in middle qualification, in low qualification, different percentage. I was checking today in the morning and during the week. Now I want to listen from your point, yeah, from the integration, the female in leadership, it is still long process to go.
Yeah, it is a very historic, as you are right. But then if you see, out of 51, 52 top leaders identified by Times or any other magazine, you will find at least 30% leaders are from the female side. And they are going to, and they are leading the top companies of the world. But as you rightly say, yes, it is taking time, but it will, we are the government and the education, the social milieu, all are helping this and the female to go up the ladder. I mean, it is happening.
I was reading, for example, from the United States. In some sector, only 50% the female is integrated. In some sector, like 50%.
Yeah, I mean, it is all across, not only in the United States, but it is in the UK, it is in India, it is in the Middle East. Middle East is still very low margin. But as we are progressing, and as we are becoming aware about the importance of the education for the female child or female their development. For example, I will give you my example. I have only child as his daughter. And for me, probably she is going to be everything. So the best education is being given to her. And so it is a question of now the discrimination between both the sexes. It is going down. And if you compare with that of the 10 years or 2 decades earlier. But you are right that it will still take some time for the ladies to. And ladies have one more responsibility. They still take care of the family. Ladies are the kids. They are the homemakers. So I mean, they play a very important role in the family life. Most important role, I would say. So, but then we are inching towards that. We are not saying that we are heading towards that. But again, I don't have any answer to that. Maybe another 1 decade, but not more than that. Yes, madam.
Just following up on what you said, why is countries like Norway, Scandinavian countries, are much more progressive towards integrating, women into the leadership roles, and then most of the Western civilizations, it seems to be still diving their heels.
Yeah, it is again. It is.
What is the mentality?
No, it is endemic. It is endemic in the philosophy of that country. Number one. Number two, what kind of support the government gives to the. I only Norway, Sweden, for example. If you talk about the parenthood, this is one of the best countries to live in. So it is historical factor, less population, growth of that country, and the perception of that leadership. Again, the question of leadership. For me, if I become a leader, for me, both the sexes are equally capable of going up the ladder. In this country, UK, when the lady got the right to vote, I think in 1975 or something like that. Even in America also. 1934 or so, 1950. So what I'm saying to say that it is a combination of various factors. How rich, not in terms of wealth, how rich your society. What is the approach of the government towards this kind of problem? And what is the leadership? I gave you an example just now, again taking your question, that this time the Anglican Church wanted to appoint a again, probably it will go away. But it will take some time. Again, the discrimination between the male and female from a very long time. Female is supposed to take care of the family and male is supposed to go out. So this kind of things have already gone and I'm going. But it will take some time. And again, it's a perception of the individual country, but it is going. Even in the most sort of I will say, in the strict environment, these things are going. I don't want to name of the country. I have been to that country, but it is going. It's going.
Can I take the final questions from Lisa?
Well, on this line of women again. You said that it's important to be a successful leader, to have a low PDI, and to be more path creator than path follower, and to be more warder than punisher. Don't you think that in a point, a leader must know where to be high PDI or to be medium, and to be a path follower as well? And there is a point during their career that he needs to be a punisher as well. So don't you think that you need to be a measure?
I think
Like
your
low
question
stress and
is
high stress.
a very interesting question and very right question. See, what I am trying to say that there is a behavior of a leader. See, the leader has to be sometimes PDI high, sometimes PDI low also. Sometimes he is supposed to be punisher also. But a leader is all the time into that frame of punishment, or giving punishment, or being a PDI. For example, Hitler was a leader, isn't it? Hitler was a great leader. What he used to do? Anybody went against, PDI is very high.
Even his job PDI is very high.
Of course, but it was high for a different thing. If even for Gandhi, PDI was very high because he will go and he will talk very nicely in a non-violent way, but his PDI is very high. Whatever he decided, he will like to take it forward. So what I'm trying to say that the Steve Jobs' PDI was very, very high. He was not tolerating any mediocrity in his team, but then this was for purpose. But for Hitler, for example, and I'm not saying that Steve Jobs on all parameters was a good leader. Isn't it? If you have read his autobiography, you will find many things. I'm only talking about the professional sort of competency. So what I'm trying to say, and share with you, that if a leader is known only for the PDI being high or punisher, then it is not a good sign of that leader of that country.
It's done more because of fear, rather than exactly because of fear, not because they.
But this is not good. Fear is not good. Fear is not good. Hitler, because of fear, a lot of people, he was a destructive leader. The Steve Jobs or Gandhi, they were in their own area. I'm not comparing both Steve Jobs and Gandhi, but they were in their own way. They were very, very resolute. What they wanted to do that? They didn't destroy the whole civilization as has been done by Hitler. So, I'm not saying that the PDI should be always low, but when required, it has to be high. It is not that if a leader comes to this hall and everybody is sitting here, everybody starts singing. They don't have the voice to speak to, like in the case of Lehman Brothers, Bigford. Nobody was having courage to go and speak to him that whatever you are doing, you are buying these assets, is not good. So then that leader does a lot of harm to the company. If you are not listening to your fellow man. That is what my
Okay, great. Thanks for asking, Jay.